Alara stepped into the clearing, her lantern flickering. The map promised treasure, but the shadows felt alive. She continued to walk the trail in fear. The shadows revealed themselves as they were very much alive. The shadows twisted and stretched, taking the shape of figures with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce through her. Alara's breath quickened as one stepped closer, its voice a low whisper.
"You're not supposed to be here," it said, the words chilling her to the bone.
She couldn't even speak, she was paralyzed with fear. The monster continued to get closer to her, their dark sunken eyes staring deep into hers.
She managed to stutter out, "Who are you?"
The creature tilted its head, a slow, deliberate motion that made Alara's heart pound.
"We are the Forgotten," it rasped, its voice like the rustling of dead leaves. "And now, so are you."
Her eyes widened when it said that. She gasped and turned running. She ran into the woods and ran the direction of the trail, soon stopping to look for a place to hide. Alara's chest burned as she ducked behind a fallen tree, her breaths shallow and ragged. The forest seemed to close in around her, the whispers growing louder, echoing her own panic. She pressed herself against the rough bark, straining to listen, but all she could hear was the sound of footsteps, slow, deliberate, and coming closer. She needed something as a distraction. Alara quietly looked around her and found a rock. She picked it up, throwing it to the right ahead, making a racket. The monsters followed the direction of the sound, steering them away from Alara. Alara held her breath, watching as the creatures melted into the shadows, drawn to the noise. For a moment, silence enveloped the woods, save for the pounding of her heart. She didn't wait to see if they'd return. She took off down the trail, her steps careful but quick, desperate to put as much distance as possible between her and the monster. She ran as fast as she could until she saw a small building with a shining light. She walked up to the building. It was a small shop,